Hello friends, welcome back to Lana Decor. Today we are diving into a vintage farmhouse winter mood that skips the holiday sparkle and leans into soulful, thrifted beauty. If you love cozy textures, aged finishes, and pieces with real stories, this episode is for you. Stay with me as we layer heirloom charm, gentle light, and practical warmth to create a home that feels calm, collected, and timeless all winter long. White ironstone pitchers and stout stoneware crocks gather on a scarred wooden tray, creating a quiet winter still life that feels both humble and enduring. Faint crazing in the glaze tells stories of everyday meals and hands that cared for these pieces long before ours. Dried hydrangeas, seed pods, and bare twigs rise like a soft sketch against pale afternoon light. Subtle shadows move across the table, revealing nicks, rings, and honest wear. Nothing sparkles, nothing shouts. It is calm, collected, and deeply human, a thrifted conversation between texture, memory, and the patience of winter. Mantel becomes a gallery of gentle light, where mismatched pewter tankards sit beside brass candle holders and beeswax tapers. The pewter shows soft dents and satin glows. The brass rests with a mild tarnish that warms the scene. A linen runner with frayed edges anchors the arrangement, and a wood-framed mirror leans casually, catching flickers. Winter twilight presses at the window, quiet and blue, while flames hum in steady rhythm. This is not drama. It is steady comfort, the feeling of being kept company by objects that have served, lasted, and learned to belong. On a primitive bench by a plank wall, grain sack pillows stack in gentle order, their ticking stripes and faded letters whispering of mill houses and market days. Hand-stitched seams and little patches reveal the work of repair rather than replacement. A folded wool throw brings charcoal depth and soft warmth. Cool winter light enters sideways, drawing attention to the coarse weave and honest texture. The palette stays low and natural, like breath on a cold morning. Nothing is staged, yet everything feels placed with care, inviting a long sit, a thoughtful pause, and an unhurried afternoon. An iron bed wears vintage quilts the way a story wears chapters, each layer folded to show patterns softened by years. Woven wool blankets add weight and warmth, their edges slightly frayed and endearing. Frosted panes collect pale winter light, landing softly across stitched stars and patched corners. A small glass of water and a metal-shaded lamp rest on a pine bedside table, quiet as a whisper. The room does not chase trends. It keeps rhythm with the seasons. Here, winter is a companion, inviting rest, reflection, and a promise that time can be beautifully slow. The kitchen leans on its tools like a farmer on a fence, with worn cutting boards forming a wooden landscape across the backsplash. Maple and walnut boards show knife marks that speak of loaves, stews, and simple suppers. A butter paddle, an aged rolling pin, and a crock of spoons complete the working chorus. A linen towel waits nearby, useful without fuss. Winter daylight slides from the left, revealing grain, notch, and handle. Nothing is precious. Everything is purposeful. This thrifted gallery honors the everyday craft of making, where patina is not decoration, but proof of life. Sill, amber apothecary bottles gather like little keepers of light. Their wavy glass and tiny bubbles catch the pale day, while dried grasses and lavender lift a delicate silhouette. A hand-cut label curls at the corner, tied with twine that remembers other knots. Beyond the window, winter rests in muted grays, softening every edge. The scene asks for nothing more than attention, to color warmed by age, to texture earned by time, to shapes that make peace with stillness. It is collected yet simple, nostalgic yet present, a winter poem made from thrift. A farmhouse table hosts milk glass compotes filled with pine cones, walnuts, and star anise, arranged on a nubby runner that feels like a favorite sweater. One slender candle rises from a plain brass holder, offering a calm glow. The milky translucence of old glass, scalloped rims, and tiny flea bites catch the eye without competing. Cool daylight balances the warmth, casting gentle shadows and soft halos. This centerpiece is seasonal, without ceremony, built from the pantry and the yard, speaking in textures rather than themes. It suggests hospitality as a daily habit, not a staged performance. By the hearth, a broad tobacco basket leans with easy grace, holding rolled wool throws and a pair of leather-bound books. A small hand broom rests nearby, its wooden handle polished by use, not polish. Stone underfoot and a muted rug share the scene with quiet dignity. Light drifts in as if uninvited and gladly welcomed, kissing fibers, edges, and bindings. The message is practical comfort, warmth ready to be reached for, pages waiting to be turned, chores acknowledged without complaint. It is home as refuge, made from simple pieces that earn their keep kindly. Crate becomes a small cocoa station, where brown Transferware mugs wait beside jars of cocoa, sugar, and marshmallows. A modest metal scoop and a folded ticking towel promise a ritual both humble and generous. Chips on a rim and crazing in the glaze red like laugh lines, only making things friendlier. Winter afternoons deserve something warm and unhurried, the kind of pause that welcomes conversation or quiet. Labels keep an old-fashioned tone, typography steady and calm. There is nothing performative here, just comfort that remembers yesterday and pours it gently into today. A wooden sled leans beside a farmhouse bench, partners with a pair of vintage skates whose laces rest like pale vines. A folded wool scarf waits for a brisk errand, while an old lantern sits ready though unlit. Scuffed baseboards and chalky cream walls tell the truth about time. The light carries that winter blue that clears the mind. It feels like arrival and return, a rhythm made of boots and breath. The scene honors movement without rush, reminding us that ordinary thresholds can be beautiful when tools and stories share the same corner. At the sink, white enamel basins stand by like steady helpers, their edges nicked to reveal a dark underlayer. A ridged soap dish, natural bristle scrub, and wooden nail brush create a kind of honest still life. A linen towel with a simple red stripe hangs from a metal hook, ready for work. Winter daylight makes everything crisp without glare. The palette is nearly monochrome, warmed by wood and softened by wear. This Nook values function first and finds beauty inside it, the way a good routine becomes a ritual and a chore becomes a comfort. console, empty antique frames in rubbed wood and gentle gilt lean into each other, like old friends sharing the load. Within the layering, a small chalkboard holds a hand-drawn winter branch, and a sepia photograph rests near the edge. A slender brass candlestick adds height and a quiet point of light. The wall behind shows faint scuffs that feel honest, not careless. This is memory as arrangement, art made from fragments and echoes. The mood is reflective without melancholy, inviting us to notice how time shapes things and how things shape a room in return. Open shelves turn storage into story, with lidded glass jars catching winter light and labeled tins keeping order without strictness. Wire baskets hold folded linens with a comfortingly imperfect line. A vintage scale and an egg basket bring a whisper of utility and farm rhythm. Nothing feels staged, yet nothing is random. The eye can rest and wander. The palette stays gentle, letting texture do the talking. These shelves are not a set, but a family of useful pieces that negotiate space kindly. They make daily tasks feel considered, and considered tasks feel easier. Ladder leans against a plain wall, pressed into service as a gentle keeper of textiles. Wool throws, a grain sack towel, and a fringed linen hang in layered tones that speak of winter without symbols. Rungs show hand tool marks and the charm of work performed well for years. A small woven mat grounds the vignette, anchoring light with texture. The room breathes, uncluttered and quiet, letting fabrics be the narrative. This is display with a clear conscience, useful, accessible, and modestly beautiful. It invites touch, invites rest, and whispers that enough is more than plenty. Three vintage lanterns rest on a salvaged crate by a farmhouse window, their metal weathered and glass slightly fogged as though remembering old journeys. A stack of field guides and a pocket watch on a leather thong hint at stories waiting to be told. Cool indirect light traces edges and hardware, blessing age without hiding it. The crate itself bears stamp marks and scuffs, a traveling surface now turned stage. Nothing glitters, yet everything glows with earned character. This corner honors small adventures, evening pages, and the gentle discipline of making time for quiet light. front door, a tall stoneware crock holds umbrellas and walking sticks with quiet dignity. Its glaze shows subtle speckles and soft pooling near the base, proof of hands and kiln. A brushed metal boot tray keeps order, while lined leather boots wait with patient posture. The floor, slate or aged wood, records scuffs like a memory map of weather and seasons. Morning light arrives, not loud, revealing texture and intention. This is entry as reassurance. Tools ready, mess managed, welcome extended. The scene feels moved in and capable, thrifted yet composed, resilient like winter itself. Antique typewriter anchors a small writing desk, partnered with an inkwell, a dip pen, and a ledger open to a clean page. The metal desk lamp arches like a quiet guardian, though daylight does the work. Keys are softened by use, paper edges deckled, wood warm with long service. Here, winter is a season for correspondence and ideas, for the slow patience of sentences. The scene suggests purpose without pressure, a habit rather than a goal. It is a simple arrangement that respects attention, inviting thought to take a seat and stay a while. On the windowsill, clay pots of rosemary and thyme sit under clear cloches, their breath drawing faint condensation as the garden beyond rests in frost. Smooth river stones and a pulled-back linen cafe curtain complete the balance. The terracotta reads matte and honest, the herbs sharp and hopeful against winter light. This is growth scaled to the season, modest and attentive. It brings scent, texture, and a hint of the kitchen into the room. Nothing declares itself seasonal. Everything declares itself alive, practical, and gently beautiful, as if winter itself were tending the plants. Thanks for spending time with Lana Decor today. We explored winter decorating that is simple, collected, and quietly beautiful, using thrifted finds, honest textures, and pieces that last. If this inspired your own vintage farmhouse mood, please like the video, subscribe for more warm and timeless ideas, and share your favorite detail in the comments. Your support helps this community grow, and I cannot wait to see what you create next.